Hey guys, it's vf.miniatures Battle Reports. Today we're playing the 2000 points battle between my Grey Knights, and Anna is going to be piloting the Custodes. So, let's start. Playing Purge the Foe mission, where we're going to be scoring 4 points for the primaries and 4 more if you score more than your opponent does, and also in every battle round 4 victory points for killing an enemy unit and 4 more if you killed more, so like an old ITC format mission. And our deployment is Crucible of Battle. Here are my 2000 points of Grey Knights. This is a new list that I've built after I had some problems with my old one that had Nemesis Dread Knights. They didn't really seem to work that well. So now we're trying this one, which is infantry only. I have a blob of Brotherhood Terminators with Draigo leading them. They're going to go into Deep Strike, obviously. Then I have a unit of 10 Paladins who are led by Voldus. And Voldus didn't see any play for me since 8th edition, so I'm very happy to see him on the board again. I have 1 unit of 5 interceptors just for some scoring and mobility, additional mobility. I have 2 solo librarians. I will be calling them Lolo, which is librarians only live once, because they have no feel no pain against the mortals they can do to themselves, and they can also be just shot. They don't have lone op, so they're an easy target if I misposition them. Also, I have a 5-man unit of Brotherhood Terminators, again led by a librarian, so 3 librarians in total, and 2 units of Strike Marines there in the back, again for scoring purposes. So that's my 2000 points of Grey Knights.
That's my 2000 points of Adeptus Custodes. We have Land Raider, which is very good transport.
Sorry for not having last counts on them, because I just don't have the bits as of now. They're still being worked on, and I'll have them shipped as soon as possible. So for now, just let's pretend it's a normal Land Raider, even though it's obviously a Crusader.
Yeah, by the way, inside the Land Raider, we have 5 Wardens with a Shield Captain. He has Inspirational Exemplar.
Okay.
Also, we have some Sisters for home scoring. We have 3 bikes. One of them is Captain.
He's a Captain, yeah.
Yeah, Mobile Threat. We have 5 Alaris guys. We have.
Are they going into Deep Strike?
Yes, they are going into Deep Strike.
Okay.
Thank you. We have also 4 Custodian guards with the shields. And also we have 5 Custodian guards, one of them with the shield, and the other 4 are with spears. And we have Blade Champion. He has Ceaseless Hunter.
Okay, so the one that gives you fallback, charge, and shoot, and also once per game move on if I move within 9.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
On the ancient revered soils of Terra, a peculiar alliance was forming. The Grey Knights, renowned for their mastery over teleportation and warp-based warfare, stood shoulder to shoulder with the Adeptus Custodes. Though it might have appeared as a gathering of old allies, it was in fact a prelude to a grand training exercise orchestrated by Shield Captain Artelios. In the aftermath of several off-world skirmishes where the Custodes had faced foes using intricate teleportation tactics, the realization had grown there were gaps in the defense against such stratagems. With Terra being the heart of the Imperium, they could afford no weaknesses. Known that the Grey Knights had been combating warp entities and demons for millennia using similar methods, Shield Captain Artelios saw an opportunity. By initiating the simulated combat with the Knights, they hoped to patch any vulnerabilities and bolster the defenses of the Throne World. Grandmaster Voldus led his Grey Knights, teleporting in with Kaldor Draigo and their elite forces, eager to test the mettle of Terra's most devoted defenders. Opposing them, Blade Champion Seraphion marshaled his forces ready to learn from the forthcoming skirmishes. The blood games of the Custodians were famed throughout the galaxy, but this iteration was unique. The Custodians were not just training against potential external threats, but also seeking guidance from the galaxy's finest teleportation tacticians. In the heart of every Custodian is the understanding that perfection is not a static state, but an ever-distant goal. They will learn, adapt, and grow, ever vigilant, ever aware that there will always be adversaries trying to outwit them.
So here's how we deployed. I have almost all of my stuff, as Anna does as well, on the line. So we have a unit of 10 paladins, a unit of strike marines, the 5-man unit of terminators with a librarian, again on the line, the 2 units, 1 unit of strike marines and 1 unit of interceptors, right almost in the corner, and my Draigo squad is in here in the reserves. What do you have, Anna, for your deployment?
I have sisters here behind this building.
They are protecting the home objective as they should. What else?
I have bikes here.
Why do you put them there?
Because I want to control this objective marker.
This one over here. Okay,
yes.
That makes sense.
And the Custodian guards and Land Raider.
So both squad of Custodian guards.
Obvious.
And the Land Raider with the Wardens inside, and you have the Alaris in Deep Strike, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And now we'll roll off to see who goes first. So this is the end of my movement phase. Most of my stuff moved forward. I'll explain now. These guys are protecting the deployment zone from any invading forces, Alaris and so on. They're probably going to move later. They're probably going to be removing them at the end of Anna's turn, so not likely to be relevant, but maybe. I just did that out of practice, not really any intention. 1 librarian stayed over here because he was too far to get within 18 inches of anyone to use his psychic power, so I would rather just him being protected from any shooting. The other librarian has advanced full 6 forward and moved 5, so he's within range of the Land Raider. So is the second one from the 6-man squad. The strike marines are here on the objective. The interceptors are sort of move blocking the Land Raider because I'm trying to make it harder for Anna to actually charge these units. The paladins have also advanced forward, so they're not going to be shooting. Probably, I'm not sure I'm in the mood to spend a command point to shoot their psi cannons. I'll think about that. And they're just on the tiptoe of the objective. They're tiptoeing the objective. And I'm trying to see what Anna is going to do next, because I had 2 choices. I'm either staying back and not going forward and not securing any objectives, just conceding the objectives for the time being to Anna, or I'm trying to bait her reaction, and we'll see what that's going to be in the next turn. And that's what I've chosen because I think that's more interesting to see, and that may also be fruitful. I've drawn Deploy, Teleport Homer, and Tempting Target. So for Tempting Target, Anna has chosen this objective over there, so I'm not getting anywhere close to that probably this turn. But for the Deploy, Teleport Homer, I am actually within 6 of the center with the Paladins, and I'll probably just spend my 1 command point I got for the advance and shoot, so I'll be able to shoot, but I will not do that. I'll instead do the action. I think I can do it like that because it says that I should be eligible to shoot, and I will be eligible to shoot if I get assault on my guns. So that's the movement phase in its entirety, and now we will do the shooting phase. So my shooting will probably be just the librarians themselves, because almost everything else has advanced or is out of range. So the first librarian is going to be the Lolo, so the librarian only lives once, the guy who has no feel no pain against the one that he may roll, which I hope he will not. And I'm going to target the Vortex of Doom with the Vortex of Doom, the Land Raider. I'm just within 18. So Anna has nothing to declare here, I think. She already has a 4-up feel no pain, so we'll see how poorly or well I roll. It's a 3, so Librarian's brain is intact. And we'll get 2d3 mortals on that target. It's 3 mortals, so Anna has 4-up strikes to make. We'll see how she rolls. Okay, so I've done 1 mortal wound. And the second squad is going to do the same. Okay, and that's a 1. Yeah, that's not great, but at least I will have a feeling of pain against that. So I do 4 mortal wounds to myself. It's nice. It's perfect. Just what I wanted to pay 100 points for, Mr. Librarian. And I ignore 2 of them. So at least the Terminator doesn't die. That's a consolation prize. So yeah, one of them will get 2 wounds on him. And that's going to be probably my shooting phase, because I don't think I can shoot with anything else. So I've got 3 victory points for the center of the battlefield teleport homer, and I'll discard the tempting target to get a command point. And we'll see you in the turn 1. So Anna, what have you concocted for my death here on the tabletop?
So in terms of cards,
Okay.
I got Cleanse and Overwhelming Force.
Okay.
So Cleanse is that I supposed to make some kind of an action, like cleanse action on the objective markers. Yes.
Are you going to do that?
Yes, I'm going to perform an action
over there with the sisters. Okay.
With these girls. Also, Overwhelming Force is that I need to
kill stuff on the objectives.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So the bikes advanced 6 inches automatically.
Onto the objective?
Yes.
Okay.
I slightly moved forward.
Sisters?
Yes.
Shuffle them, okay.
Yes. Also, unfortunately, I rolled 1 for these guys for advance.
Yeah, so Anna rolled a 1 and then re-rolled it with the Blade Champion's ability and still rolled a 1. So that's why she's so far away. Otherwise, that was like a very close-ish charge into my paladins, but now...
Yeah, these guys decided to crawl out of the Land Raider.
Yeah, so Land Raider moved.
They were like, oh, this looks like a job for us.
Yeah, definitely. You mean the paladins or someone else?
Yes, paladins.
Okay. And now I know her plans. Okay, so go ahead. What is going to be happening next? You going to shoot?
Yes, I'm going to shoot. I need to kill your...
My 5 guys on the objective?
Yes.
Okay, I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
And I think I will shoot everything that Land Raider has.
Into them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, considering that you want to kill them so much, and that's the, like, arguably the only unit that you will be able to kill on the objective, so I want to not give you that. I will spend my 1 CP on the Armor of Contempt, which is True Silver Armor, I think, in the Grey Knight's book index, so it'll be at minus 1 AP to your AP. So what are you going to shoot first? Last cans?
Yes.
Okay, good luck to you. Okay, that's not a good roll. So 2 1s, only 2 hits. You need 2s to wound me. Okay, 2 wounds. You are at AP minus 2, so I need 4 ups to survive here. Okay, so I've rolled 1 5, which my Armor of Contempt was useless there. And 1, you don't need to roll, because it's D6 plus 1. So you've already killed 1 here. I'm gonna kill this dude over here. And your Heavy Bolter?
Yes.
Okay. So all hit, no 6s for sustained hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 pluses. 1 guy goes down, unfortunately. Yeah, that wasn't something I wanted to roll. 1 there. Okay, so I'll kill this dude.
And also Hunter Killer.
Your Hunter Killer missile, okay.
Yes.
You're going all in.
Yes.
And you have a Storm Bolter as well there.
Yes.
Okay, Hunter Killer hits. Hunter Killer wounds. Hunter Killer doesn't kill 1. If I remember correctly, I think it's... Yeah, it definitely is an AP4, so should be fine. Next is the Custodian... so the Storm Bolters.
Storm Bolters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Storm Bolter...
it's
2 shots.
Yeah.
No, wait, it's not 2 shots. It's 4 shots. Because you're in rapid fire.
Okay.
So all hit.
Yes.
4 hits, and you wound me, of course. Oh, that's all wounds. I have 2+ save, but I'm starting to get nervous. Okay, I rolled a 1, which doesn't mean anything because you don't have any damage 1 weapon. So it's almost, it's almost doesn't matter if I fail this or not. At least 1 guy is still alive. So your other shooter, what are you gonna shoot next?
Wardens.
Wardens. All into the guys, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we have, 6 guys there?
Yes.
6 guys, so
5
it's gonna
guys
be
and the captain.
12 shots. Okay. So that's only 1 miss. I don't like that. Need force to wound. Okay, that's better. So 4.
Wow,
3.
that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. 3 wounds only. So, but it's still possible to kill them if I roll all 1s and 2s. Because your AP minus no, it's only 1s. My God, that's 2 1s and 1 2. So 1 guy is alive. Oh, that's not great. I'm worried about battle shocks there. But okay, still we are alive there. So the sergeant is left. The guy with the hammer. I'm keeping him just for the cool factor. I think it works. Good rolls. Okay, what's next?
So I think, yeah, I can shoot my...
With you guys? Yeah, let's check the line of sight. So this big squad, the 5-man, is going to shoot everything apart from 1 guy into the paladins. The 1 guy who's in line of sight and range is going to try to finish off my lonely heroic sergeant, whom I believe strongly. Okay, 1 miss. The Pope is still alive. 1 wound. It's 1 to die and 4 to be a hero. So he's a hero this day. Now the rest of the squad. So you have 4 guys there, right? Yes, 4 guys in that squad left, and the Blade Champion who doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 4 guys, it's going to be 8 shots into the Paladins. Remember, they are -1 to hit and -1 to wound. -1 to wounds will not apply here because you're only strength 4, but -1 to hit will, so you'll be hitting on 3. I really love the Voldus buff he gets. It worked for me very well here. So when I decided to roll all of the 2 squads at once into the Paladins.
Not controlling the objective.
Yeah, she's not controlling the objective, so she won't be getting the full rerolls to wound. So it doesn't matter if she shoots them all at once, because they all go into the same target. So 1s and 2s miss. That's so pleasurable for someone who's playing against Custodes to see them miss on 2s. And the 4s now, so 4s to wound. That's 5 wounds. I'm slightly concerned, but I have guys in cover there, as you can see, so we should be fine on 2s. Just don't roll a bunch of 1s. Okay, yeah, then we're fine. We're fine, we're jolly, and ready to kick up some Custodes' butts. Now the bikes have advanced, so they cannot shoot. Do you have anything else?
No.
I think that's it, right? So charge phase. So have you pre-measured, or do we need to pre-measure?
I think it's almost automatic.
Well,
automatic
there's
charge.
no such thing as almost automatic. It's either automatic or not.
So I need to roll 3 here.
So it's a 3-inch charge into my paladins. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's definitely a 3-inch charge.
Yeah.
And any more charges?
No, I decided not to use the once per battle ability to charge after advance because it's 10 inches and probably I'm going to fail.
Unlikely to happen even with the reroll you have in build, so probably good to keep that ability for later on.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so we'll just move in the Wardens. We have an epic duel between the Paladins and the Wardens in the center for the center objective, and we will meet you there. So Wardens have moved in and are now fully engaged with the Paladins.
Yeah, I decided to use all 3 katas.
So once per battle ability?
Yes, I think it's now or never.
Yeah, I agree, especially considering that Paladins have -1 to wound on them. Yeah. The lethal hits part is going to be just as useful as sustained hits for you.
Yes.
And the army-wide will be, it doesn't really matter, I guess. You only have 1 combat.
Probably, yes.
So it can be anything.
I think it's going to be
-1. Again, it doesn't matter because all are
and also I decided to use free stratagem -1 to damage.
Okay, -1 damage because you have a captain and it's the end of the battle round, so you might as well use it. And obviously you're going to be hit back, I hope, with something, depending on how many Paladins die, and I hope not many. So we'll see how well you can strike these Space Marines down. So you have, 25 attacks from the Wardens themselves and 7 more attacks from the Captain. So 32 attacks, you can roll them all at once, probably, right?
Yeah. I just have very small hands and
Look at that. It's
really
torture.
Difficult to
it looks like torture. I need to buy some smaller dice. It's the regular, is it 12 mil? I think? Yeah, 12 mil size, and They might sometimes feel too big for me, for my hands. I can't imagine Enes. Look at that.
More.
I bet you that you will not be able to fit them into your hands. We'll see. Okay, oh, it looks like almost. Okay, roll that. You've lost one on the way in.
Okay.
That's a very good roll,
Oh.
and I see a lot of sixes there. I don't like that. So that's the hit roll. We can see some twos over here. Another one over there.
Thank you. And we have.
Why did you roll my dice?
Because I only have.
Ah, you didn't have. No, okay.
Yes.
Sorry. And three sixes.
And we have 6 sixes.
Yeah, sorry, 6 sixes. So you
Yes.
can put 6 more dice back in, and those 6
These
will
are
stay
lethal.
here because they're lethal hits, so they're auto wounding the paladins. And now you need to roll 4s to wound me.
Oh.
Okay. So that's 20 wounds. So statistically, I should fail half of that, and half of that is 5 dead paladins, which is a lot. So 20 dice. I hope I will roll well. That looks fine, I guess. I think, yeah, should be. Let's count. So that's successes, success, success, success. So looks like I've rolled just 1 over average. So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead paladins and a half. So 4.5 dead paladins for the charge of 5 wardens and the captain. I've lied to you just now because I've turned on the armor of contempt. I just forgot to say it on camera. So 1, 2, 3 dead paladins actually, because those 3s were successes against the AP -1 of the wardens. But still, 3 dead paladins feels like a solid blow. It's 120, 30 something points lost. And now my paladins are going to kick the Custodes back.
Please don't forget about -1
hit. Yes. So there are 7 guys in my squad left, and Voldus, obviously. So I have 28 attacks. I'm hitting on 3s now with -1 hit. That's 20 dice, so I'll roll more later. So let's get rid of 2s. 3 2s, not bad. And no 6s don't mean anything because these are not Brotherhood Terminators, and I'm in charge. Anyways, and 4s to wound. Okay, that's looks like an okay roll. And we'll roll more. So that was all wounds, and I need 8 more dice. So that's 8. Is that 8? No, that's 9. I need 3s and 4s. Okay, so 2 more. Not great, not terrible, a decent roll. So that's 4, 12 wounds onto the paladins, and also I'll roll for the Voldus ability now before any rolls any saves. So Voldus on the charge, and I can select a unit in the engagement range. So on a 5, I do D3 mortal wounds to Anna's squad, and that's only 1 mortal wound, which she can ignore on the 4-up. Not the best of abilities, but maybe I'll get mileage out of it. Okay, so 1 fail. It's nice. And Anna, would you like to turn on your 4-up strike?
Yeah. Yes.
I thought you forgot.
Yes, I want to turn on my ability to have 4 plus feel no pain. Yeah.
And you also have -1 damage on, so it's
Yes.
unlikely that I'm gonna do too much to that squad for now. But now let's see how well Anna rolls. Okay. That's a very good roll. That's only 4 fails. So that's 4 damage, which you can ignore on 4s. Yeah, wardens are very tough. That's only 2 damage for my entire paladin squad.
1 is dead.
Yes. For now, 1 is dead, yes. So which one do you want to remove?
Probably this one.
Okay, so, and 5 attacks from Voldus now. He hits on 2, on 3. Wow, that's because of the -1 hit. Look at that. 3 2s and they all miss. And I need a 3+2 wound. Sorry, actually a 4+2 wound. So that's 6. AP -2, so you need 4 up. And it's damage 2 now because of your minus on them. Let's see, 2 damage suffered. Okay, so 2 stone veins. And 1 suffered ultimately. So 1 warden is on 2 wounds left. Okay, that was perfect, but these 3 we did some damage back, and we'll see if I have enough models on the objective, which I doubt that, but maybe after consolidation I'll be able to get some models onto the objective and outscore Anna there. And
I'll think about
using the once per game bike move in the fight phase, because it's the end of the fight phase, so it's the perfect moment to use it. So what cards did you perform?
I performed an action, cleanse action.
Okay, so for 2 points or
3 points.
3 points. Okay, and anything else?
No, unfortunately, because I didn't destroy your...
The valiant guy survived, so you didn't get the overwhelming force.
It's a shame.
Okay, so you can just get rid of the card and get the CP?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so how many CPs are you on now?
2.
So you will go up to 3 and then to 4 on my turn. Wow, that's a lot. And I will get go up to 2 command points, I think. And at the end of the battle round, we didn't kill any units each other, so no points for the Purge the Foe second primary part, and I will get 4 points in my first turn, in my second battle round turn. Here we are at the end of my movement phase, turn 2. So I have picked up 2 units at the end of Anna's turn. It was the Librarian who was over here, and I sort of teleported him over there just to be in line of sight and kind of in cover in line of sight of the Custodian Wardens over there. The second unit was the lonely Strike Marine, who I've picked up, and I was afraid that he's going to fail the Battle Shock, but fortunately, as far as I understand, the Battle Shock doesn't happen if you are in Deep Strike and reserves, so I didn't have to roll it, and now at the end of my move phase, he came back onto the objective, 9 inches away from the Land Raider, and also my Draigo squad has jumped, teleported over there, and poised to charge the Custodian Guard, the 6-man squad, which are the biggest threat to me in this area, I think. And I want to try to deal with them before the Alaros arrive, and they're going to arrive very soon. So we have some problems on our hands, and I intend to solve them. And also the interceptors are going to charge, I hope, the sisters in the ruin. Look, I think I measured it at 5 or 6 inches, so should be a very, very easy charge. And let's shoot now. So, the shooting phase is not probably going to be very long. I'm going to start with my Lonely Librarian over here, and I'm going to put my Psychic powers into the Wardens, because Paladins are going to be chewing through them for a very long time if I don't help them. So, 1d6 on the Vortex of Doom. Let's hope for a good roll. And that's a cocked die. I'm getting worried. A 6, that's great. And I've also moved up the Terminators, I forgot about them completely. So that 6 means 2d6 mortal wounds against the Wardens. Let's hope for a good roll. I usually roll like below average on that 2d6, but maybe I'll get lucky this time. Yay, that's 12 mortal wounds. Okay, you still have 4-up strikes, so don't get sad too early.
I just kind of want to die.
So 12 4-up shrugs. Incoming. Oh, that's bad. 1, 2, and 2 mortal wounds into the Wardens. That's rough. So Anna has been like that for a couple of minutes now. She can't comprehend the fact that 1, 2, and 3, because 1 was on 2 wounds. The remaining Wardens have just died because of 1 Librarian. My Librarian has majorly powered up. That's the power of the Librarians in the Grey Knight's book. They are one of the few things that can actually do reliable damage to very tough units like the Wardens and high toughness tanks as well. But they also sometimes underwhelm you and just explode their heads. But they are quite a unique piece, and it's unlikely for you to find anything that will do the same job in the Grey Knight's list otherwise. So after this astounding success of the first Librarian, let's see what this guy, the one who teleported in, can do. He'll do the same thing against the Wardens. How many have you have left?
Is it some kind of question to embarrass me?
No, it's just me. I want to know if I should put two librarians there or maybe none. So how many? Two left. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Is 7 paladins plus Voldus enough to just kill them outright and I can focus on something else?
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually. I'll think about it. Yeah, so even though there are only 2 wardens left, 1 captain and 1 actual warden, I'll still do the second librarian into that squad because there is no better target for now. I don't want to put that into the Land Raider. I just want to try to will that squad down a bit more, and then the third librarian will probably go into the squad. And we'll see, maybe I'll just roll 1 here and it'll be an embarrassment. So, no, it's a 2. Okay, that's success. So 2d3 mortal wounds against the wardens. That's 3 mortal wounds. Anna has 3 shrugs to make. And she takes 2 wounds. So that's perfect. I'll leave it at that. And the third librarian will put his psychic power... so the third librarian will put his psychic power into the Land Raider. 2+. Yay. Goes off. And 2d3 mortal wounds. 4 mortal wounds, again, for up shrug. Because the Land Raider gets the 4-up shrug as well. He's just as Custodes as everyone else. So 2 mortal wounds cost. And that's the psychic part of the shooting phase done. Now we'll do the actual shooting. I still am in engagement range with this squad, so yeah, probably not shooting with them. So yeah, that squad will not shoot. I was just thinking that maybe if I was very, very lucky on the mortal wounds, I could have freed up that squad and let them charge forward, but with 7 wounds on the captain, well, 6 wounds on the captain, I need an average 12 mortals just for him, and that's very unlikely to happen. So, and it didn't, as we just saw. So the shooting from this squad will go into the... Yeah, so the shooting from the squad I decided to put into the unit of spears that my Draigo squad will charge, just because I don't think I'll kill too many to make my charge longer, but I want to whittle them down. So the first is going to be the Purge Soul Power from the Librarian. Doesn't hit. The combi bolter from him, I think it's within rapid fire, so 2 shots, 2 hits, and wounding on force. 1 dice off the board, 1 paladin fell. Yes, so 1 mortal wound into that squad. And it's a fail, so 1 mortal on whichever one you prefer. You can put it on the shield probably because it will soak up wounds for longer. The next is Psycan, 3 shots. So no hits, unfortunately. They don't hit on 2s like paladins. And the rest are bolters, which they're not in rapid fire, so that's going to be 3 for hits and only no wounds. So that's the squad for now. The second librarian will put everything he has into them. So for 1 shot from the combi weapon, hits, wounds with a mortal wound, so 4-up shrug. No, okay, so another wound on the squad. And his Purge Soul Power hits and wounds, AP2. Fails, so it's damage 3, so we'll finish off the dude, the shield. And the last librarian, I'll check the distance because I'm not sure if he's within range. So the third librarian is also within range because both of his things are 24 inch. So first let's do the Purge Soul Power. Hits, wounds AP2 on a 3. Yay, so it's a dead Custodes. You have a lot of CP, so you can reroll that if you want to. Thinking. I'm not sure actually if it's a good thing, a good idea or a bad idea. I
don't think it's a good idea.
I'm not sure. Okay, so 1 Custodes left for a 9-inch charge. I should stop shooting at that squad, otherwise I'm gonna screw up my charge phase. So the combi weapon, 1 shot only, hits and doesn't wound. Okay, so the shooting for that squad is finished. I'm probably gonna shoot the interceptors and that's it. Yeah, unfortunately, we have a technical malfunction, so we didn't record the moment when my interceptor shot. They shot at the fresh Custodes squad and somehow miraculously did 3 wounds and then rolled 3 ones.
Yeah,
so,
and said, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so sorry for that. I forgot to hit record on the camera. Typical mistake of a cameraman. So that's the shooting phase. I will now proceed into the charge phase. I'm gonna first start with my Draigo squad. I need 6 to successfully charge into the squad, the 4-man squad of the Custodian Guard. I don't want to charge the second one, probably, yeah. So I need a 6. Let's hope I roll that on my first try because I want that command point for something else. And I do. On a 7, I am in. I'll move them in later. Now the interceptors, they need a 5 or 6 into the sisters, so we'll see.
I think it's 4.
It's definitely an 8, so I was successful there. And the last charge of this phase is going to be the Terminators against the Land Raider, because that's an 8-inch charge into the Custodian Guard squad. And
are you sure?
Problem is, I want to tie the Land Raider up just to keep it from.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe to keep him from moving around. I don't want him to be able to do that freely. I'll think about that. Yeah, so I'll charge the Land Raider and we'll see if I was wrong or right. Yeah, I would have charged successfully the Custodian Guard, but alas.
Yeah.
So I'll... Yeah, Anna's happy. She recommended to charge the Custodian Guard, but I didn't listen to her. Probably should have done that instead. So the squad will move in. I'll move everything in and we'll see you in the fight phase. So I've moved everyone in. I had some problems trying to fit everyone through the windows over here, trying to charge the sister squad, and one guy fell off the stairs, and Anna says that he fell and
he's out of the game.
Yeah, so he's dead now, and she thinks that I cannot use him anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I guess we'll have to fight with a 4-man squad against a 4-man sister squad. So everyone else is in. The Terminators over there are touching the Land Raider, and my Draigo. They are very intimate with the Land Raider there, with their Nemesis force weapons. So everyone's gonna move in. This guy is gonna pile in like that, I guess, something like that. Yeah. So and we'll fight now. So my big 10-man squad against your 4-man squad of the Custodian Guard. So Anna declared what?
-1 damage.
So Arcane Genetic Alchemy on both units. The Custodian Guard over there and the Wardens here, because they can do it 3 once per battle round. And as far as I remember, it's still the Battle Tactic Stratagem, so they can do it for the Captain's ability.
Yeah, and also, obviously, -1 to hit.
-1 hit is Kata, yeah. And what's going to be the second Kata for them?
Probably. I don't think they will survive. To be honest.
Well, they'll fight first, anyways, because they.
I forgot. So
sustain hits.
Yes.
Okay, sustain hits. Awesome. So we will now proceed into this fight over there, because I don't care if I interrupt with the Land Raider, but I do care if she interrupts over here. So a lot of attacks. Okay,
These are 40 dice.
Okay, so 40 dice are in my hands. I will now, what do I need to declare something? No, there is nothing I can help myself with there. So I will just have to go through the invulnerable saves of these guys. So hitting on 3s, sorry, on 4s, and 6s are lethal hits. I see some 6s there. Probably just above average, I think. But very, very bad, I think, on the actual hit roll, because there are just a ton of 1s, 2s, and 3s. Look at that. Swathes of 1s, 2s, and 3s. That's also was a miss, right? These dice.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they were. So that's only the hit roll. Wow, that's not good. And 4 is 2 wound. So 5 more. So in total, you owe me 5, 13 wounds from the 40 attacks. So I think that's about average in terms of the wound roll. Okay, so wish you luck, Anna.
Thank you.
And Draigo is still to come. So 4s. Okay, that's not great. But at least it's -1 damage, so it's only 3 guys. You rolled poorly, 3 guys and
Wow.
1 wound. Wow, that's not a great roll. 4 up didn't help you here. I wish you could have had the -1 to the AP as well, but
That's a disaster.
Disaster,
actually,
yeah. You will never financially recover from this.
Ah,
So, in this squad, only Blade Champion is surviving, and the Terminators, well, they did really hit harder than they should have because of -1. Because of -1 damage, I thought that maybe like 1, if I'm lucky, 2 guys will die, but 3?
I will never recover from this.
Yeah, so 3 was too much. So 6 attacks from the Draigo, now into the Blade Champion. We'll see if Draigo can finish him up. So they hit almost hit, but the
Do you
twos miss.
remember about -1 to 6?
Yes, and also 1 was a 6, so it's automatically a wound because I get the ability from the Terminators, and 3s also. So 3 wounds on your 4-up invulnerable save.
Great.
Sorry for the awkward angle there. I forgot that I was filming in the zoom mode. So that's a 2 and a 1. So that's a dead Blade Champion unless you reroll that with a command point.
I will. Of course.
Yeah, I think it's worth it because then he'll survive. Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. So Blade
that?
Champion. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's nice logo there. Where did you get that? Next, the Terminators over there. So 20 attacks into the Land Raider. And I hope that I'll roll a lot of 6s because I otherwise wound him on 6s. So I need 6s to hit. For now, I got 3. Yeah, it's 3 6s, and we need 5s. No, 6s to wound him. Yeah, so these are hits, and I need 6s to wound. No extra wounds here, so only 3 wounds from the Brotherhood Terminators themselves, and I have a Librarian fight as well. So 4 damage against the Land Raider, and 4 attacks from my Librarian, so 3 hits. Somehow, Land Raider is also -1 to hit with Custodes, so he also knows karate moves. Somehow he can evade my attacks. Anna, can you please explain that? How can the Land Raider avoid attacks from Brotherhood Terminators?
He has this fancy shield.
Fancy shields,
Yeah.
force shields. He activates them.
Like invulnerable.
Invulnerable shields.
You know, like.
And they try to hit them. It's just like. Brrr, brrr.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
It doesn't work.
So 6 to 1. No wounds from the Librarian, unfortunately. So 4 damage is all we will get into the Land Raider. I think it's like statistically average of what they should do on a 5-man squad. And you fight back over there if you want, and then we can proceed to the Interceptors. However you want. It doesn't matter in this case.
It does matter.
Okay, so I'll fight with the Interceptors. So it's going to be 15 attacks into the girls, the sisters. And there are only 4 of them, so we should be fine and easy. It'll be easy to kill them, but we'll see. So 3s. It's 3s because they're not Custodes, so as far as I understand, they don't get the kata rules. And 2s to wound them because I'm strength 6 and they're teeth 3. So you owe me 8 saves. So 8 saves. You need 5s. That's a dead squad of sisters. Yeah, they didn't really have a chance there, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I will consolidate there later, and now I want you to finally fight back with your Blade Champion. I want to see how many, if any, Terminators will die in my squad. And I was right to correct me. The first combat that she needs to do is obviously the Wardens, because I didn't fight with Paladins yet.
Of course!
Yeah, so I made a rookie mistake there, and she corrected me, the master of the tactics. Okay, so how many attacks do you have? 7 only. 7 plus 5, okay. And
5
you have -1 hit kata, and the second kata you select the sustained hits.
Sustained hits,
okay, just because when you wound stuff on 4s, it doesn't really matter how. Here are you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't really matter what's your kata, because both lethal hits and sustained hits are going to give you, on average, the same result. So she can choose either. She just wants to do the. She just wants to do the. Sustained. Okay, so 2 6s. Nice, and
this
you hit
once,
you.
will be my...
miss on twos, because of -1 hit. -1 hit. Voldus, that nice guy with a very cool beard. I'll show it you to him. So he was my hero of the 8th edition. I played in so many tournaments with him. He's just the most badass grandmaster you can find. I'm so happy that he's finally on the table. He's doing a really good job.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, everyone started listening to you praising Voldus, right? Go ahead. Did you remove those twos?
Yes.
Okay. So you wound me on 4s. So I see 4 wounds. That's
yes.
4 wounds, 4 invulnerable saves. Yeah, so that's 3 fails. And that looks like, yeah, should be 2 guys dead. Yeah, so 1 guy dead actually. So I'll remove him and this guy probably, yeah. And I'll consolidate.
Do you want to fight back here or you
well,
want
there
to...
I've already fought, so I need to fight here.
No, I mean I can
No,
roll.
you go. I have to fight here first, then you go with the blade champion.
I mean I can roll now.
Okay, but sorry, you'll have to wait. Paladins, how many do I have in the squad? So Voldus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? Is that it? Can be. Yeah, I just recovered 1 guy back into the squad because I accidentally removed 2 guys. I only should have removed 1, and the one is on 1 left. So now I'll fight back. I have 6 guys, finally, that's the correct amount. So 6 guys is 24 attacks, so that's 20. And I hit you on 3s, right? Correct?
That's probably, yeah.
Yeah, you have -1 hit. So that's not a bad roll, considering that we're hitting on -1 hit. And 4 more attacks over here. So adding that into the pile. And now wounding you on 4s. Yes, and on 4s, even though you are you're -1 to wound, but only against higher strength attacks. So 11 wounds on the wardens, and Voldus is still to go, and also Voldus's his ability. I need to remember that. So 4s to save, and you are -1 damage there, so I need a lot of tails to actually clear something. Okay.
Here.
That's 5 fails.
4.
5.
Yeah.
And do you have any wounded guys? Yeah, you have 1 guy and 1 wound, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 dead dude and 4 wounds on your character. So Voldus is going to do his ability on the 4-up. No, he doesn't do anything, and his attacks. So he hits 3 times, and he wounds on 3s. So no, he actually wounds on 4s. No, actually he doesn't, because that's no longer a warden squad. It's just the captain. Bless you. So 1 wound on the captain. We have a chance to finish him off. No, unfortunately, the captain stays there. We didn't finish him off, and that's annoying, but that's the fact. And yeah, now you finally can fight with your blade champion against my notorious Terminator. So 5 attacks with your Victus profile, I assume. Do you want to do Victus? That's damage 3-1.
Of course.
Yeah. What stupid question, of course. What am I asking you? So the hits, you hit on 2s this time, because that's not Paladins. And you wound on 3s. That's actually, devastating wounds, and that's a normal wound. So devastating wounds I'll roll later because I have 4 equivalent pain from Draigo, which will come in handy here. No, it will not, because that's not a mortal wound anymore. Yeah, that's the bad part. So Draigo used to have 4-up shrug against mortal wounds. Devastating wounds, the 6s here on this profile, they used to do mortals, but now they don't. Now it's just a wound that you cannot roll saves against. So it's just 2 dead Terminators, and a guy will have to roll a 4. So 4-up. No, so you killed 3 Terminators with 1 blade champion. I wish.
Finally.
I wish we fought better against him and killed him actually. So I'll have to remove him. And no, that's why we're in him. And him. So 3 Terminators gone there, but we still stand strong, and we'll now count some points. So the points. I did extend battle lines because I control an objective in no man's land and in my deployment zone. I think I have some points for no prisoners. So what did I kill at? I killed your unit of Custodian Guard there first.
Yes.
I killed your unit of Wardens here. That's
yes.
second, and I killed your sisters. That's third. So it sounds to me like I have scored 5 victory points for this one. Yeah, 2 victory points each to a maximum of 5. So 2 cards performed successfully. No command point for me this turn, unfortunately, even though I would like to have one, but alas. And we'll move into Anna's turn. I've just checked the recording and I have not rolled 1 dice for the attacks of the paladins into the warden, so maybe the captain will be finished off by that attack. It's a hit and not a wound, so everything is fine there. I just wanted to make sure we did everything correctly. So end of movement phase, second battle round, Anna's turn. So where did you move? Please tell us. And what did you draw?
I draw assassination and storm hostile objective.
Okay, so assassination, storm hostile objective. So you need to kill a character and need to clear an objective that was mine. And how are you going to accomplish that?
I'm going to charge into these guys.
The paladins? Okay.
Yes.
With your bikes and your...
My bikes, shield man.
and the blade champion. Blade champion can fall back and charge. And Alars. Maybe if they roll a 9, yeah. And your blade champion can fall back and charge because of Ceaseless Hunter?
Yes.
Okay. And you decided to leave the Draigo squad alone for now because
I'm going to shoot them.
Shoot them. Ah, okay. Makes sense.
And also I wanted to shoot them.
So you've fallen back
inside the Land Raider.
Into the Land Raider, yeah, because he felt like, okay, his job here is done. Yes. He's sipping on margaritas there.
Yes, I want to try to save.
Yeah, that's, I think, a good idea because he cannot charge after falling back, unlike the Blade Champion over there. Mm-hmm. So probably a better use for him staying in the Land Raider for now because my Terminators are unlikely to open up the Land Raider in this coming fight phase. So I'll probably be able to, you'll probably be able to use him more later.
Yes, and I'm not going to shoot paladins because I want to charge
Lars into them, and I can just remove the 2 models in the back.
That's why.
Okay, it makes sense. So where are you going to start? The Land Raider shooting at the Terminators?
Yes.
You can also start with the bikes because they have damage 3, so it doesn't really matter in this case.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with Land Raider.
Okay. So that's your last cannons, right? Okay. You hit twice, unfortunately, because of the -1 to hit shooting out of combat. And 2 wounds. So I will use the -1 AP on them, and I'm not sure if they're in cover. I'll check. So essentially AP 1 because they are in cover because some of those are partially visible. So both passed, fortunately for me. Yeah, AP -2 AP to any incoming AP is very, very strong, and that's why Armor of Contempt is such a great stratagem, especially when you have no ignore cover ability in your army, which it's not your fault. Your heavy bolter. 1 hit, but it's a sustained hit, so 2 hits. And 1 wound because they're T5. It's a save. And your Storm Bolter.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they are annoying to remove, especially when you don't have volumes of high AP damage 3 shooting. If you do, they actually start dwindling quite rapidly. You'd be surprised.
Am I in the range already?
Yes, 12 inches definitely. Yeah. So 4 shots. Okay, so 3 hits and wounded on 5s. 2 saves, 1 fail. Wow, the Storm Bolter was more efficient than last cannons and Heavy Bolter. Would you look at that? So 1 wound on one of the Terminators, and next you want to shoot something with damage 2 into them because there's a wounded guy. So probably skip on the bikes, and
yeah,
then
probably shield.
Yeah, you can do the shield Custodian Guard, and they are also I think on the objective, right? They are within 3 definitely.
Yes.
And you'll get the full rerolls, or you can do the LRs. It's up to you. Okay, so 8 shots. You hit on 2s, 3 misses. 1s on Custodians are so annoying. I miss the times when we used to reroll 1s with the Captain's Aura. That was so nice. And 1 wound.
Why am I so unlucky today?
You have full rerolls though. You see, that's much better. 3 wounds. And it's 2s to save. Wow, that's 2 ones. So it's 1 Terminator dead and another suffers 2 wounds. So I'll remove, I'll leave this guy in the back because that's an apothecary, so I don't want to remove him. Otherwise, I would probably remove him as he's the closest model to Anna for potential charges. So, okay, the 2 wounds will go on to someone else. The LRs now. So I have a guy on 1 wound, so you probably want to start with the grenade launchers because they are damage 1. 5d6. And you are shooting at a unit which is has 1 instance of 5 models in it. So you will get +1 to each. Wow, that's a very good roll. 23. You've already counted with +5? 23 with +5 or without?
Oh, no, without.
So 28. Okay, 28 shots. So 28 dice, hitting on 2s, and 1s are misses, so 4 1s, not bad. 5 1s. And you wound me on 5s, but you reroll all your wound rolls because I am a character unit. I have Draigo there. Draigo is making me vulnerable in this case. Oh, that's a good roll. Even without the reroll. Look at that. How many 5s and 6s? Wow. And that's still reroll to come. Okay. Great.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good roll. So I'll take your dice if you don't mind. Okay. And I need to roll 2s here because you are AP -1. So 1, 2, 3 fails. It means that 1 guy will die and another one will be on 1 wound left. So, okay, sure. 10 shots with spears. I've removed the guys and I put 1 wound on another guy. So we have some left there. And that's a good roll. And 5s to wound. The problem with these shots is that even though they're high quality with the rerolls and damage 2 and a lot of shots on the grenade launchers, the saving on 2+ is what gets Anna here. So 4?
Yeah.
4 wounds, and that's the problem. So it's just so easy to pass all the saves when you're rolling 2s. Yeah, unfortunately, a 500-point unit has killed, what, 1.5 guys, right? Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, I also don't like it.
These are top guys with party pistols.
And I said that they might as well have had water guns with that kind of shooting. Well, you did kill Terminator some, so now shoot the...
Thank you.
Now shoot the bikes, please. So 3 shots. Hitting on 2s, okay.
4s.
3s.
4s.
And that's going to be 3s to save. 1 guy dies, okay. So I have only 4 Terminators left and Draigo. That's much more manageable for you. I will heal 1 back next turn, but unless you do something with them, which I don't think you have any units left for that. But anyway, so you will now be charging, right?
Yes.
Where are you going to declare your charges?
I want to see my alarms.
Charging? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You have 2 command points, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a 9 in charge. You're trying to charge the paladins, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Oh,
that's
wow.
a 9.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually very unlikely to happen on the first try. And it's good because you need those command points. So we'll move them in. So the LRs have moved in. We have a nice duel here of paladins. This paladin is going to be struck through his back with a spear probably now. The next is going to be the Blade Champion because then it needs to free up some space in the center. So it's an auto charge. It's just a, yeah, wow. He's very angry for what the Grey Knights did to his companions. So he can move all the way up to...
I want to be in the range of...
Voldus?
No. Objective marker.
Okay. Yeah, you will be like that, yeah. Okay, so you are now in direct fight with Voldus. Let's rotate them so that they're facing each other.
Yeah.
That's a fight of a century. You can actually fight me directly with precision profile Behemoth if you want to. But Victus is much better against Terminators, so it's up to you if you want to use that. What is the next charge? Custodian Guard?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. 2 ones. Well, you definitely make it in. It's just a question of, yeah, you should be able to move away from the bikes to give them space, because you actually only need 2 bikes there to give you enough space to fight with everyone. Should be okay. Have moved in. Now the bikes. You need not 2 ones, please. That was close. Okay, they did just enough and not more. So 1 bike here, 1 bike over here. We'll bypass the spear for the purposes of the game because it's okay, and the bike will just touch the base to be able to fight. Well, my paladins are definitely in a pickle there because I have it's like half the army, half the Custodes army fighting against them now. So I'm not sure. I have 1, yes. So I will be able to protect them with -1 AP, but nothing else.
Okay.
Cool. Fighting. Alarms have piled in. They're now ready to fight against my 4 paladins. I have turned on the -1 to the AP for my paladins, so I have 0 command points. Yeah.
And
Kata. Which kata do you want to turn on?
Sustain hits.
Sustain hits. Okay, so.
Do you think it's better or?
Yeah, you definitely want either the sustained or lethal hits. You will be wounding me on force again. So when you're wounded on force, it doesn't really matter. Both options are equally valuable. So I would personally go for the sustained hits. I just like that ability to spike the 6s, where you are wounded on force, plus your, especially now that I think of it, considering that your bikes have lance, so they will be wounding me on 3s, because the -1 to wound will be counteracted by +1 to wound. The Alaris,
How about Blade?
Blade Champion, it doesn't really matter because your most attacks will come from other units. Your Alaris will be re-rolling all wounds, so they will be wounding me very well anyways. So yes, sustained hits definitely. In this case, lethal hits is a inferior option.
So let's start with Alaris.
Yes.
You see? Small hands.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
So you need 3s to hit me, and 6s do extra hits. 5 6s, not bad. So counts how many 1s and 2s you have, and just add them back. Yeah, so 2 more you can add to the pile, and these 3 are going away. And okay, yeah. And you don't need anyone to select 2 katas because your captain is resting in the Land Raider for now.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that chilling guy. Look at him. He's very happy, at least for him. Maybe not his unit. Yeah, he wants to. He's actually asking the driver to go to the drive-through, but the Custodes driver is like, man, we're in the middle of a fight, so we should wait. You need on it's Alaris, right?
Yes.
So you need 4s, but you have full rerolls against that because you are attacking a character unit. The Alaris are so good with their damage output, especially when they're able to charge in. I would have traded their ability, the Golden Light from Golden Light they come ability, in an instant to something like +2 to the charge rolls, but unfortunately they decided to give them this weird kind of an ability. Not a great conversion, but still,
yes.
Still 2 more wounds. Yeah, but you rolled well on the first roll, so don't worry about that. It's magnetized Nemesis Force State. And let's see how well I can roll my 3s, because it's 3+ save. So 1, 2, 3 fails, which is a good roll in general. And it's going to be 1 dead paladin, and another one will suffer 2 wounds. Now the bikes are going to hit, and Anna decided to use Heroic Challenge.
Yes.
So the captain is going to be trying to kill Voldus directly. And because she has assassinates, so she wants to get that. So what is that? Is that captain?
Yes.
Okay, so captain into Voldus, hitting on 3s. So it's 1 less than average. No, it's actually average. And there were no 6s there, right? Before?
No.
Okay, So that's 3 wounds. Because, yeah, 4 and 2 6s. So I have 4 plus save, no, 3 plus save, because of -1 AP, and I passed them all. Sorry, Anna. You still have the Blade Champion, who can strike against the Voldus.
Yes, Blade Champion. No, I need to...
No, you need to finish with the bikes, yeah. So 10 more attacks with the bikes. Okay, so pinning on 3s. And 6 will pop an extra hit. And wounding on 3s because of lance. Okay, good. So 5, 7, okay. 7 wounds, 3s to save. 1 fail. So that will finish off the wounded paladin there, I think. Is there a wounded paladin? Yes. Blade Champion is going to fight against Voldus with his Behemoth profile. So that's 7 attacks. Sorry, 6 attacks. 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Good, and pops an extra hit. And you will be wounding me on 4s because of -1 to wound. It's still active. Okay, so 3 wounds. 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
And I need to pass that on 3s. That was dangerous, so that's actually 4 damage into Voldus. He's on 2 wounds left, so not quite dead, unfortunately, but heavily injured. Okay. Finally, the shield guys are going to try to finish as many paladins as possible. Well, they don't have 2 damage, so they're unlikely to do a lot. Let's hope. So 3 6s, I see.
4.
4 6s. Okay, so this will compensate these 4 2s. So these go away, here, this one as well, and you can roll that 2 wounds. And you wound me on 4s because it's strength 6, so my -1 to wound doesn't work. Not great. Yes, only 7 wounds. But you have 4 rerolls to wound.
Oh yeah, because I'm on...
You're on the objective, yes. So don't worry just yet. You may convert that very, very well. Yeah, much better. So, well, significantly better, but not too many conversions. So how many is that? 4, 4, and so
11.
11, okay. 11 saves. I still need 3s. I passed them all but 1. No, all but 2. Okay, I have some nice roll. I think Anna won't play against me anymore. I usually don't roll like that with Grey Knight. So that's actually 2 wounds on 1 paladin, so it doesn't kill even 1 guy. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't kill 1.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I didn't have any wounded guys. So I have 3 paladins left, and Voldus. Well, you still take control of that objective, so you still do perform your Storm Hostile objective.
Oh, I'm doing something.
Well, think of... Oh, I have 4 paladins, actually. Not 3, because of 1 guy in the ruin.
But I still have the objective.
Yes, because you have more obstacle there. We'll count it, but I'm almost sure. 4 paladins actually survived because I forgot about this dude in the ruin. So I will now fight back with my Terminators that are fighting against the Land Raider. 20 attacks into the Land Raider. Hitting on 3s. You don't have -1 to hit now, right? Yes,
no,
you turn on the exploding 6s. But the Lander will have exploding 6s. It's funny. Somehow his tracks are gonna be better at fighting. And that's 3 wounds at AP2. So 4 plus saves. Well, that's 4 damage. How many wounds do you have on your Land Raider?
7.
7.
No, I mean 7...
Suffered.
Suffered, yeah.
Okay, so now he's suffered 11, so he's 5 left.
Yeah.
Attacks with my Librarian. He hits all the time, and wounds on 6s, no wounds. Okay, so not a bad job done by the Terminators. And now the Lander can fight back, and then I will fight with my Paladins. So 6 attacks, hitting on 5 because Land Raider is now degraded. So 2 hits.
6s?
Yeah, no 6s. And wounding me on 3s. Sorry, 1. Well, I passed them both, doesn't matter. But there was only 1 wound. And now I'll fight with my Paladins and Voldus. So Voldus will fight against the Shield, the Blade Champion, trying to finish him off. And my Paladins will have to split because I don't have any other way. This guy will have to fight through into the Blade Champion. This lone paladin will fight into the Valaris, and these two are going to fight into the bikes. The two that are going to fight into the bikes, against the bikes, they hit on 2s, which is nice, and they wound on 4s. Well, that's a very good roll. So 6 wounds, AP 2. Good luck.
Okay.
That's 1 bike dead and 1 suffers 2 wounds. So not a bad result. Next, I'm going to do the paladin that is in the ruin and fighting against Alaris. So 4 attacks, hits on 2s, and wounds on 4s. So no, actually wounds on 5s because Alaris had T7. So no wounds anyways.
1 bike suffers how much?
One instance of a wound, so 2 wounds, 2 damage. The Voldus and the guy who fights against the Blade Champion. So first let's do the guy, and then Voldus will finish the Blade Champion off if need be. So 4 hits, and actually only 1 wound because you're T6. So 1 wound, AP 2, so 4 up again. So the Voldus doesn't get a chance, and also Voldus will do Mortal Wounds power, which I'll need to check how that actually works, if I can do it with engagement range from the model or from the unit. So the Blade Champion is departing. He should have listened to the captain and stayed in the Landry like the wise captain did, but that's why he is the warlord, because he's more level-headed. Now the Voldus' ability, it goes up on the 4-up, and I can actually select a unit with an engagement range of the unit, not Voldus. So on the 4-up, I'll do mortals to the bikes. Yes. So it's going to be D3 mortal wounds into the bikes. Hopefully, yes, 3 mortal wounds. And Anna has 4-up shrugs against that, and if she fails some, yeah, wow. So actually, bike is finished off, and the unit, the captain suffers a wound. Okay, that's actually great because it matters for the Purge the Foe primary mission. We'll be counting how many units we killed. At the end of the battle round, I've killed more units than Anna, so I get 8 points, so I'm on 20 points on the primary, the Purge the Foe primary. And Anna didn't kill a unit for now, somehow, even though it sounds weird, but she actually didn't finish off that Strike Marine unit over there, in the ruin, near the ruin, and none of the Terminator units as well. So miraculously, I still didn't lose any units. So for Purge the Foe, that actually sucks for her scoring. And you have only what, 4 primary? No?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so in this case, we'll go into my turn, and you have performed successfully a Storm Hostile objective, and you will drop the Assassinate, right? Okay. I will see you in my turn. So Anna decided to use the once per game ability from the captain to fall back at the end of the fight phase, which I think is a great idea. And also we can see that both captains have a common theme. They know when shit starts to get real, and they need to get the hell out of Dodge. So that's what they did now. So this captain is now actually blocking me from using any of my available small units to teleport up and over to this objective, which I don't really necessarily need now because I control 1, 2, 3 objectives, but that will be a good thing to do with, like, for example, this Librarian. I already thought of doing that now, but now I cannot do that. So it's a nice idea on Anna's part. We also pondered maybe move blocking those Terminators, trying to force them to go around if they want to charge Alaris, but they are too close, so they will be still able to get there. So my turn. I have drawn Capture Enemy Outposts and Clans, which are just perfect for now because I have a unit over there whose only job is to be on that objective, and I can do the clans with him. And also I have the unit on Anna's objective, the home objective, and also I drawn Capture Enemy Outposts, so I'll get a bunch of points this turn. I have moved with my Terminators, so they are poised to charge the Alaris. I hopefully will be able to free up my Terminators with all of my Paladins from the Land Raider and let them charge into the Custodian Guard. So at the end of this turn, Anna should hopefully have maybe 2 characters and 1 or 2 Alaris left, 1 or 2 Custodian Guard left. I hope. That's what I'm planning to do, and we'll see if I can do that. So in the shooting phase, I'll start with the Librarians. So the first one, the Lonely Librarian, we'll see if his head explodes or he does a lot of damage. Either one of these two. So he does damage, 2d3 into the land here. It's 6 mortal wounds. That's awesome. 6 mortal wounds. 4 obstructs, Anna, please. Please don't lose hope. There's always hope for the servants of the Emperor, at least in one of the sides. Okay, that's 5 mortal wounds suffered. So how many wounds does he have left?
5.
5? Okay, he's dead. He's dead.
Explosion.
Explosion. He doesn't explode. The second Lonely Librarian will... well, I actually didn't expect that. I will do mortal wounds into the Alaris. Yeah, let's do Alaris. So, Alaris, 2d3, 3 mortals into that. Captain hid in the ruin so that I cannot, hopefully, yeah, I cannot do Vortex against him with my last Librarian, and this one as well. So, 3 mortal wounds on the Alaris, 2 suffered. And the last Librarian, he can see the wall with the Alaris, so I'll do the same ability again. So, on a 2+, no heads exploding in this game. Wonderful. And it's 4 mortal wounds. So 4 obstructs. So 1 mortal wound. So 1 Alaris is on 1 wound remaining. And that's nice because now I can shoot this second squad as well. So that squad will shoot everything they have into the captain. I'll start with my Librarian.
Can I do something?
No, not now, and because he's a biker, so you can do -1 damage. I don't think you... How many CPs do you have?
A lot.
Well, anyways, he's not an infantry, so you can do -1 damage. So Librarian hits with his psychic power and wounds, so it's AP2. It's the Purge Soul power. You've passed the save. Combi weapon, it doesn't hit. And now the Psy Cannon in the squad hits once and wounds none. No times. And the 6 shots from the Stormbolters, not in rapid fire. That's 3 hits and 1 wound, AP0. Okay, so 1 wound on the bike. Again, Stormbolter was more efficient than Psy Cannon. I'll mark it up here. So 5 wounds remaining on the captain. I do have some shooting from my slightly bigger squad, which is 6 shots from the Psy Cannon. Maybe I'll be able to finish him off this way. So 4 hits and 3s to wound. So 2 wounds, AP1, so 3s to save. 2 damage, so he has 3 wounds remaining, but still alive, which is interesting because I don't think I have any more shooting. I'll measure those Librarians over there. Librarian unfortunately cannot see anyone or anyone that you can actually shoot because it's a shooting attack, so I can do it into combat. And cannot see the captain, but he can see the other Librarian can see that captain with his Purge Soul power, doesn't hit, and the combi weapon doesn't hit as well. So that was all of my shooting. I'll think about maybe using the grenade stratagem, but otherwise, other than that, I'll charge. That squad of interceptors over there are going to shoot at the captain over here, so they are going to put their 20 shots, 20 Stormbolter shots, trying to finish him off. So this and this, hitting on 3s, hitting on 5s. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of wounds. 9 wounds on the captain. You have 2+ armor save, but I'm worried about his health. He has 2 wounds remaining, so you don't want to roll 2 ones. 9 saves. Good luck, Anna.
Thank you.
Yeah, no wounds, thankfully. So he's still alive. He still has 2 wounds left. So the bolters proved to be not a great weapon against Custodes' golden Oromite armor. I will now charge my 6-man squad into the Custodian Guard over there, and my another 6-man squad into the Alaris. So the Alaris, 6 + 6, 12 in charge, that's nice. And the Custodian Guard over there, it's almost an automatic charge, but I rolled 7. I'll move them in. So everyone moved in, and I turned on the genetic alchemy on the Alaris, so to make sure that they survive And you do. Are you gonna fight first? No, you can't.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
I have
because
one CP.
One CP left. And I will now fight with my squads into you because you have no interrupts anymore.
I would wish you luck, but you have a lot already.
Sorry, and I hope you're not sad because of the results of your custodians.
I'm very sad, actually.
I just had a lot of good rolls this game. So sixes are lethal hits. And what is your hit kata? So I assume -1 to hit.
Of course.
Okay, so 2s and 3s miss. And the wound roll is a 5 actually against them because they are very tough. It's a 5. So it's 7 wounds against your Alarus. And Draigo will go next. So 7 wounds, good luck. So you've killed one guy and one is on 1 wound left. So this 1 wound left will go into the next one, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now Draigo will do his 6 attacks. Okay, so Draigo's 6 attacks. Oh, that was that was an awful roll. Look at that. Draigo missed all the times but 1, and 1 is an lethal hit. So 1 for save. To save this Alarus or not. Yay! Good, good. So you've only lost 1 Alarus on the charge, which is nice. Could have been much worse. So I will fight next with this squad. So that's the hit roll of the bigger 6-man squad of my Terminators into the Custodian Guard with shields. So only 1 lethal hit and lots of misses. Yeah, average, I guess. And that's going to be wounded on 4s. Cock dice. Okay, so not bad. That's 7 wounds again into your Custodian Guard. So force to save. Wow, that's a good roll. So 1 Custodian Guard dies. This wounded guy over here. And I will now fight with my Librarian. So 4 attacks with him. So he hits 2 times because of your -1 to hit. And wounds once. AP 1, so you 3 plus save. Okay, so he's fine. Yeah, so you only lost, on my big charge, you've only lost 2 models. That could have been much worse. Okay, so you fight back now. No, actually, I'm not sure. No, yeah, you fight back because it's my turn, so the fight normally guys need to wait. The Alarus have piled in. They will fight 3 against my Paladins, which didn't fight yet, and 1 Alarus will strike down the Draigo squad. Good luck. So 15 attacks into the Paladins over there behind the room. So hitting on 3s, this -1 hit, and 6s don't do anything. And you need 4s. Wound me, but with 4 rerolls. Great, good roll. A very good roll.
Yeah, finally.
You reroll those 3.
Oh, yeah.
2 rerolls against characters. Okay, so 1 more. I'll roll your dice, if you don't mind. And I have 1 CP, so yeah, I always do armor contempt, so sorry for not declaring before. So 1 guy will die, unless I have some wounded guys. No, I don't think I have. So yeah, 1 Paladin will die. I'll kill this guy. Yeah. And your 5 attacks into the Draigo squad.
No, I'm hitting on 2s.
2s, yes.
Can you check that?
Yeah, so I hit 4 times actually. Hitting on 2s.
Sorry.
She almost decapitated 1 of my Librarians. For their audacity. How many mortal wounds did they do to you this game, right? Okay, so that's a wound roll. 3 wounds against my precious Draigo squad. I passed them all, unfortunately. Okay, so this was a mixed bag of a phase. I'm expected to do more now, actually. So we have a very strong unit of Alarus here still. We have a semi-strong captain there. Very strong, but semi-alive. And the 3-man Custodian Guard, yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious.
You think it's over?
Yeah, because...
let's see what you draw in your turn.
Okay, yeah.
Before we move on, obviously the Paladins didn't fight yet, so Voldus plus, how many guys? 3 guys left in that squad. So I will fight against someone. Paladins will fight back against Lars. So Draigo will do his 4-up mortal wound thing. He does that. And he does 3 mortal wounds to the Lars, which is nice. 4-up shrug. We don't finish off the one to Lars. But now Draigo will fight. No, actually his guys will fight first because they have a wounded one. So his guys is 12 attacks, hitting on 3s because -1 hit, and wounding on 5s. This is 7. So only 1 wound. Maybe we'll finish off the Lars. Yeah, you know. And Draigo, Voldus will fight. He hits 4 times, and he will wound on 3s. 3 times, 80 minus 2, so 4-up saves again. Okay, so we'll actually finish off 1 Lars, and 1 is down to 1 wound. Seems to be a recurring theme. Okay, here's it. Here it is, and that's it. Okay. Now the Custodian Guard with shields will fight against the Brothers of Terminators. That's a nice big scrap in the middle of the board. You hit on 2s here, no minuses. Yeah, 2s. And wound on 4s. No, 3s. And T5, these are not Paladins. How many is that?
5.
And that's going to be 4-up saves, because I don't have armor. So 2 wounds suffered. Do I have wounded guys? No. So 1 Terminator is down to 1 wound. After some consideration, I have 26 points on the secondaries, and I have 28 for primary as of right now. And I would get what? You get 4 points for primary now. You would not get any points for the killing unit because you didn't kill a unit yet still.
Well, maybe theoretically I could have killed this guy.
Yeah, you probably
somehow.
could. It's just the problem is there's no way you can catch up to my points with this situation on the board.
Yeah, but I think I could score 4.
Yes, you definitely can kill a unit, this guy or one of the librarians. Just the problem is you will only get 4 points on the primary, and then in my turn, there's no way for you to stop me scoring this. There's no way for you to stop me scoring that, probably, unless you send the captain over there and you can actually like kill the unit, which you can or cannot do.
Yeah,
I also can for 1 CP just move 6 inches away from you.
Yeah, and in terms of cards, I only got 8 victory points. And now I draw capture enemy outpost, which is impossible. Capture enemy outpost and extend battle lines. I can do that,
both are,
but extend battle lines only would give me 5 victory points.
Yeah,
so
both are bad, and extend battle lines.
No, extend battle lines. Yes.
And in my next turn, I would get 2 cards which Anna can do nothing about. I can do engage and defend the stronghold, so it would add to my huge pile of secondaries already. And I would get primaries again. So unless a miracle happened in the center, just all of my stuff died here, which is very unlikely.
Yeah, I think it's obvious.
That game is
unfortunately
not in the Custodian's favor.
Yeah, me sad.
Thank you very much for the game.
Thank you.
It was a nice game. I think that.
I need a little bit of support.
Confess, okay.
You know.
We're going to get some of that. So actually, I think the problem for the stories in this game was lack of some
luck.
Mobile. Yeah, luck.
Lack of luck. I think, to be honest, I think that all of my units were great.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of them. And I'm just.
I agree.
I don't want to say that they are bad or I want to change something because I think that they are good just the way they are.
Yeah.
So I think that the only thing that was actually lacking in this list in particular is the Kaldor assassin, which I described in one of my videos. So I think in the recent video that I've published. So I think that actually
she would have solved one of your biggest problems, is the lack of this small mobility. For example, the capture enemy outpost, the one that you've just drawn, you could have done that with her and killed that unit potentially on the charge and captured that enemy outpost. It's not very likely, but it's still possible. But again, you didn't have that option in this game. Yeah.
Actually, you know what I don't like in my list?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't like the fact that my sisters are dying so fast, but I think it's only happening because I'm playing against Grey Knights.
Well, yeah, some armies have deep strikes like that, so they could reach your black lines.
Yeah, but they have a lot of deep strikes.
Yes, but I have all of the deep strikes. Yeah, I agree. Do you think there isn't any way to fix that?
Well, I could have maybe screened them, but no.
Not really. Not unless you run 2 units of sisters and just have a backup, which I recommend usually to have 2 of them. Do you agree?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, maybe this would help, but definitely Kaldor's Assassin and maybe a second unit of sisters. Problem is, where would you find points for that? Because the stories were hit rather hard with the points updates. I am thinking...
I don't think that I can trade in something.
I actually think that what would be better is looking at which is least efficient. And I think the least efficient part of this whole loadout was the shields and the bike. So I think trading in the shields into the spears...
I think it's because they didn't have a chance to show themselves, and to make something, because they were so unlucky.
I just think that the damage one on their attacks is too underwhelming, so I would probably change them into spears.
But they are very tough.
They are relatively tough. It's just they are not that tough against damage 2 attacks. It's the same toughness, actually.
And to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed with Alaris, how they performed
no, I
this
think
game.
You shouldn't be with Alaris.
No, I think it's because of the luck.
Because of the rolls, yeah. Alaris actually did a lot of damage. It's just I rolled very well. So Alaris were actually one of the units that you can always rely on in terms of damage because of the reroll to wound. Yeah,
but I could have not charged to you.
Yeah, you could have not reroll. You could have not rolled a 9, obviously.
Yes.
But you had a decent chance to do that, and in any case, then you would have another turn to do that if I didn't kill them earlier. So I think Alaris were fine.
And bikes are dying so fast.
Yeah, bikes are too easy to kill. They're too expensive.
And I think that they should have an ability to charge. Yeah, charge after advance.
I agree. Yeah, they're too slow for what they do, and even this ability where they can essentially... Sorry, I just learned that my microphone died. Sorry for the awful sound. So their ability to move across the board 12 inches once per battle is not good enough to actually justify their price, I think. And they are too easy to kill. Their Quicksilver execution ability is just useless because you can only do that when you are advancing. And when you're advancing, it means that you're not shooting and you're not charging. So that's a big waste of points. So I've really reconsidered what I think about the bikes. For now, they're just too expensive and they need some extra rules that we'll probably get in the codex. Like, for example, a basic advance and charge enhancement or stratagem, anything that gives them that. Maybe like a detachment of Solar Watch, something like that, which will not have the same name, obviously, with the new detachment rules, how they're made, but the same idea of faster Custodes. And then maybe bikes will have another breath of life. But for now, I think we'll think of what we can change in the list. Definitely add Kaldor when I get the model. I don't have it yet. It's been painted. And so thank you very much for the game, Anna.
Thank you so much. I also wanted to add that I really love Land Raider.
Yes, Land Raider is awesome. It's a great model, very tough. Last cannons do some chip damage to tougher stuff. And you cannot really rely on its firepower to kill some bigger monsters.
They should do more.
Yeah, the last cannons, I agree. They should do more damage. I agree. So thank you very much for the game, and we will see you next time, guys.